Hello and welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Stuart. In today's lesson, we're looking at words that we use when we're describing people. Let's go to the intro. Now, today's lesson is looking at words that we use to describe people. Well, we can describe people and things with some of these adjectives here. And we need to incorporate these words into our vocabulary in order to advance our English, in order to speak English more fluently, which is the objective that you obviously have if you are watching this video. So we're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words, and I'll show you a synonym also and a sentence on how we use the word in context. Now, the first word is courageous. Courageous. Listen to the pronunciation. Courageous. And courageous means brave. And courageous we can use to describe people or also decisions, for example. So let's have a look at the example sentence. It was very courageous of John to quit his job. It was very courageous of him. John was courageous. It was a courageous decision, okay? He showed a lot of courage. He showed a lot of bravery to quit his job, because it's not easy to quit your job. Sometimes you don't know whether you're going to get another job. So it's a courageous decision, or it shows that you are a courageous person sometimes in order to quit your job, let's say. Okay? So it was very courageous of John to quit his job. The second word is conscientious. Conscientious. And conscientious means diligent, okay? Conscientious. Example, Jenny was a conscientious student, and it showed in her results. She was a hard-working student. She was an industrious student. She was a diligent student. She was a conscientious student. Hard-working. And that is why she got good results at school or at university, because she was conscientious. She worked hard. Now, we could also use this in a work context. A conscientious worker, a conscientious person at work, somebody that works hard, somebody who likes to show pride in their work or diligence, okay? The next example is down to earth. Down to earth, and a down to earth person is somebody who is practical. Let's have a look at the example. I really like Sally. She's really down to earth and caring. She's a down to earth person. She's practical, okay? She's a practical person. She's realistic. She understands what's going on. She doesn't try to confuse people. She's very down to earth, okay? Very practical. The next one is knowledgeable, and knowledgeable obviously means that you know a lot about something. Knowledgeable, again, the pronunciation, knowledgeable. Example, Sean is quite knowledgeable on the subject of Irish history. He knows a lot about Irish history. He studied Irish history at university, so he's quite knowledgeable on the subject. He knows a lot about it. He's quite knowledgeable. Okay, so the fourth one, knowledgeable. The next one is gullible. 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 Be careful there with the pronunciation as well. Gullible. You're very gullible. You're easily tricked, or you believe what people say. So look at the example. It's amazing how gullible some people are. Did they think he wasn't corrupt? So quite often people listen to politicians. Politicians say they are innocent, even though some people say that they are corrupt. And a lot of people believe these politicians. A lot of people believe that these politicians are, in fact, innocent and not guilty of corruption. But then, of course, they get found out to be complete criminals. But people voted for them. So sometimes people are gullible. They're easily tricked. It's easy to tell them something and they believe it. They believe things very easily. Okay, I remember when I was younger, I had a friend who believed everything that you used to tell him. If you told him something, he would always believe it. So it was easy to make fun of that person. He was a gullible person. The next one is narrow-minded, and narrow-minded, it means that you are intolerant, you are not open to other ideas or other people's perhaps way of life or their customs or cultures. You're quite narrow-minded. Example, the racist attacks go to show how narrow-minded some people can be. Some people, as we know, can be very narrow-minded. They're not willing to accept other people's colour, other people's way of thinking, other people's religious beliefs. They're very narrow-minded. If they don't look like you and if they don't speak like you, they have something against you. These people are narrow-minded. They're not open. And we find these people in all countries. In all the countries in the world, we can find this type of person, somebody who's narrow-minded and not open-minded to other people's ideas, beliefs, etc. The next one is outgoing, and an outgoing person is an extroverted person, somebody who has a very outgoing personality. Example, outgoing people tend to have a lot of friends. They tend to make people easily because they're quite extroverted. They're quite fun to be around. They're very outgoing personality-wise. And we all know outgoing people. We know extroverts, we know introverts, so we all know outgoing people. And the last one is persuasive. Persuasive, okay? Again, pronunciation, persuasive. And persuasive means convincing. Somebody persuades you easily to do something. Somebody convinces you. Look at the example. I wasn't going to buy a new car, okay? My intention was not to buy a new car. So I wasn't going to buy a new car, but the salesman was very persuasive. He persuaded me, he convinced me to buy a new car because he made it very attractive. He put in air conditioning, he put in a couple of extra things inside, leather seats, a nice steering wheel. He was very persuasive. He persuaded me to buy the car. So that is why I have a new car now, because I was persuaded to buy it by a persuasive salesperson. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words that we can use to describe people. Now, thank you very much for watching the lesson. Any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below in the comment section. Remember to share the video, please, on social media, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest, any other type of social media that you are using. Share it up. I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.